Hey Legacy Builders, welcome back to Mind Your Money. In today's video, I am tracking my expenses on my Quicksilver credit card from the 12th of May to what day? The 18th. So let me just open up my budget workbook. I'm using my annual budget workbook. If you would like to try this out, it is available on Amazon. There's also a digital version available on my website, tashaloveslife.com. So it has budget by paycheck worksheets and of course expense trackers, because we're talking about expenses today. So last week I think I did tell you that we had a no spend day on the 12th, so that was good. Let me move this out of the way so hopefully you can see everything. I'm using sunlight and I hope it's bright enough for you guys to see. I did save some of my receipts because we were doing some shopping and I don't want to confuse purchases, because it's important, you know, for me, because I have so many categories to, like I did, I highlighted some of the items on a receipt to know what items are coming from food and what is coming from household. And I don't really like lumping them all together, but for some reason this past week I did that. So I'm going to try to make sense of everything because I'm doing this in real time. I don't think I need that. So we're going to start from the 13th because we didn't have any spending on the 12th. So on the 13th, the very first expense was smash burger. My husband bought some food while he was at work. Give me a second. Okay, so on the 13th, there was an order at Smash Burger. Whatever that is, I guess he was hungry. So I'm just going to label the transaction food, and the category is actually going to be food, and he spent $4.56. I have not made any payments yet, so I'll be doing that in this session as well. McDonald's on the 13th. Why in the world did we get McDonald's on the 13th? Let me check my my planner. I think that's the day my 6-year-old had a dentist appointment, if I'm not mistaken. Was it? No, it posted on the 13th, but the charge happened on the 11th. Oh, no. Okay, the 11th. Okay, so we have big news. I have big news, but I'm not ready to share it yet. But I know the reason why we stopped at McDonald's on that Saturday. I can't share it yet, but I will tell you guys soon because I have to work some things out in our budget. There's a lot of things that are going to be changing. Well, not a lot, a couple of things, but they're big changes. So I need to really, you know, think about how we're going to navigate with new expenses that are just a little more than we were planning for. So we have to work that out. There was a Google Play charge. Did I title that Google or Google Play? Okay, it's coming from Google and Google Play Store. That was Monopoly Go, $3.26. That will come from miscellaneous or maybe even cash rewards because it's just blow money. $45.40 from Stop and Shop. That was actually a gift for Mother's Day. I bought some flowers and some candy and some other things for my mother. And I did not pay that back yet. And that is going to come from, I'm going to put Mother's Day. That's what that was for. And that will come from gifts. Even though I don't know if Gifts has enough money, because we also had a birthday this past month and we spent to celebrate my son's milestone birthday. Anyway, going on the 13th, we had Lyft charges post. Now, these charges posted on the 13th, but they didn't happen on the 13th. So, you know, just so you know. So that is a travel expense, and I believe that was 3 rides. That will come from our transportation fund. And we charged a total of $179.38. Okay, I must have been bored because again on the 13th, Google charge for Monopoly Go again was $5.43. And that will also come from miscellaneous or even cash rewards since we have money there. Okay, that's it for the 13th. So then on the 14th, the first expense, well, not even expense, the first transaction was a payment for $43.83. Then, and I think these are what I made on camera with you guys last week during the last session. $72.82 was also paid last week, and $100 was paid last week. Okay, so those three payments posted. And then on the 14th, this might even give away our surprise, but on the 14th, I had to set up an Easy Pass for the state of New York, and that is, what do I call that? What do you call that? It's not a, well, it is kind of a travel expense, but it will come from our transportation fund. So anything related to travel will basically come from there unless it's our vacation. Then on the 14th, a bill posted from Spectrum. Spectrum provides us with Wi-Fi and nothing else, no phone, no cable, just straight Wi-Fi. So I'm going to put Wi-Fi. And that is coming from our monthly bills, which we do pay every single month. And it's $86.99. And then on the 14th, another Lyft expense. I'm trying to remember what this was for. I think this was my husband because we had an issue. He was late for work, and we just kind of backed into a corner. But this is going to change. So $67. I mean, we're not going to be using Lyft as often. Lyft, $67 coming from transportation. The next purchase on that posted on the 14th was from Walmart, and this is where I think this is not Walmart. Where's my Walmart receipt? There were only, see, a lot of this was food, but the big items I highlighted on my receipt are actually related to household. So I have to split this up, and see, this is where I'm not sure what to do, because some of this was food, but the bulk of it is coming from household. So I don't know how to split it up. I could just do a percentage, or I don't know. How do you handle that? Like if you're shopping at, let's say, Costco. Now you're normally buying groceries, right? Most people do buy in bulk. Costco, BJ's, Sam's Club. But say you're also buying household products. Maybe you're buying personal things, like you're buying feminine products, or you're buying body lotion, and then maybe you're buying laundry detergent, and then you're buying eggs and oatmeal and things like that. Like how do you split that up? I don't know. Or do you categorize it under just groceries, or do you just put it under household? Because now I'm a little unsure. But Walmart, this was mostly household, I want to say. I think that's how I'm going to take it from household, but if I need to, on the back end, I'll just transfer money once I itemize my receipt for the groceries that we bought. But we spent $180.33. We bought 2 really big items, and that was the bulk of it. Okay, MTA. My husband's Metro card, and that was $34. That will come from transportation. It looks like we spent more than I realized. Like we had more charges than I realized in the last week, but that's okay too. And then last week I did quite a few credit reward redemptions to pay for all my Google Play stuff. So there are quite a few. There's one for $217, $1088, another one for $217, $326, $326, $326, $217, $217. Like I had to redeem the cash rewards for those Google Play purchases from last week individually. So if you remember, these are what I'm pointing to. Those are all of the Google Play charges, and I just, you know, covered those with cash rewards. And so that's how we ended on the 14th. And on the 15th, we had a couple of bills, I think, or one bill, or not a bill, actually. It was a giving. But on Amazon, I spent some money, and this was actually a part of the giveaway for my 3,000 subscriber giveaway. So this is going to come from my Mind Your Money account. I'm just going to put MYM for Mind Your Money because that's where this is being paid back from. That was $18.15. And then on the 15th, my charitable donation to Safe Horizon came out. I'm going to label this as charity, and this comes from our monthly bills because we're now, any kind of charity, any kind of giving that's fixed is going to be coming from our monthly bills fund, which is our operating account basically. And so that's $25. Then we have, that's it for the 15th. So the 15th, that's not too bad. On the 16th, I had another part of that giveaway post from Amazon. And so we'll label that giveaway. And that will come from my Mind Your Money account, which is basically what I use to put aside YouTube earnings. $23.58 from that. And on the 16th, CVS. And I don't remember. So let me see if I can find the receipt. I think this is it. It was $12.51. So this is what I purchased. I bought a birthday card and something for my husband. So that will just come from household, since I had coupons anyway, I guess. Okay, so we're going to label this household because it was multiple things. And household will eat that expense. That was $12.51. Then, shucks, I must have been bored again. Nothing on the 17th, you guys. So the 17th was a no spend. So let's just write that in. I wonder if I should highlight it. I should highlight it probably so I can see visually with my eyes would just pop. No spend on the 17th. So on the 18th, we had two charges. One for Google, and that's from me being bored again. I have to stop being idle at sometimes. Google, Monopoly Go, and I think I should be able to take care of these from cash rewards again. This was $10.88. McDonald's for $33.83. Posted on the 18th. Yeah, because we were out on the road again, and we got ran into some slight issues, not major, just some minor things. So we stopped and got food. So that is going to be food, and it's coming from our food fund, and we spent $33.83. So this is not an every week thing, and we're trying to cut back on our fast food eating. Although I don't know how well we'll do with the summer coming up, but we're going to try because I know we're going to be on the road so much more. Okay, so everything that we charged is in this one spot here for the last week. So let me take out my little worksheet, cheat sheet here, and let me get a highlighter because I need to figure out where we spent and from what categories. I have not yet closed out Friday's paycheck. You're going to see this video on Wednesday, and I'm filming it before I even closed out that budget. So some of my categories, you know, they're going to have more money in it after this video. So I don't know why I did this kind of backwards, but I really do want to make some payments on this credit card because I'm like, I'm not happy with the balance, and I just want to get it down. Okay, so our food fund still has the $241.96 in it. We didn't pay this last week. I think this is the amount that we owed last week, and I'll have to go back and check, but I haven't added any money to it yet. Again, household, we did pay back some charges from that last week, and we have $33 in there. So I know That's not enough to cover what we spent yet this week. And again, I didn't close out the budget yet, so I don't know. Miscellaneous has $35.71. $35.71. What else? Gifts. I need to check on our gifts fund. Now we spent 115. Well, we had 115. We spent 118.22. So we're in the negative there anyway. Where's my calculator? Because I haven't added any money yet. So 118.22 minus 115, which means we are in the hole $3.22. So a negative 322. I have to do this, and I have no other. I'm not like scared to say, hey, I overspent, or hey, we spent this much. Like, I have to track expenses, and I have to see where we need to make some changes. Like, I can't lie to myself because I really have to do this. So although I'm sharing it with you, it's a little nervous doing it, but a really solid group of you are truly my accountability partners, and I appreciate you for just being here, watching, the ups, the downs, and just the everyday stuff happening. Because I'm a real person behind this camera. So that's it. Wellness has $37.76, even though I don't think we have any wellness charges for the past week. And that's it. So I don't know why I put wellness. But this is what we have in there right now. And let's see what we spent so far. So let's start with food. $4.56. Then $47.97. Food. Any other food? Is that it? No. $33.83. So in the past week, $86.36 spent on food from the outside. So $86.36. I'm going to write that here. $86.36. Okay. We took care of food. Miscellaneous, which again, I think I'm just going to take that from the cash rewards. And let me see really quickly how much in cash rewards I have. $44.15 is what we have right now in our cash rewards. So $3.26 for Monopoly Go, $5.43 Monopoly Go, and $10.88. Let me make sure I did that right. 1, 2, 3. Okay, $19.57. Instead of taking that from miscellaneous, I'm going to reduce those charges with cash rewards. So let me just cash rewards, because miscellaneous does have $35, but I don't want to take it from there. This is my stuff that I'm dealing with. Okay, that's it. For gifts was $45.40, and we know gifts has no money right now, so it'll come from one of our don't see, don't touch accounts or our cushion in our checking account. I'll figure that part out in just a minute. Transportation, we don't have enough in transportation either. $179.38, $25, which, I put this as transportation. It does fit in transportation, but because I haven't really, we have some changes coming to the budget, so I have to figure this out. If it's going to come from like a monthly bill, I could put it in our next month's bills. I don't know yet, but it is a transportation expense, so I'll leave it there for now, but this might change. $67 for a Lyft transportation charge, $67. $34, that's monthly. And that's it. So $305.38 for transportation. Put a little asterisk there because, again, I have to make some changes. Next month's bills? I don't know. And then we have one monthly bill, which is the Safe Horizon charitable donation. That's $25. That will be paid for. So let me just write bills here, because I have some bills I have to pay from earlier in the month too. So we have the $25. Oh, that's it. Oh, no. $25.86.99 for Spectrum. So 25 plus $86.99, which is $111.99 that I have to pay from this week. But then I need to go back to last week because I don't think I paid the $93 for our cell phone. Where is it? Up here. Oh no, $93. I paid that early in the month. I have to pay that too. So $111.99 plus 93 is $204 altogether. 200 and where'd it go? $204.99. I have to pay those bills right now, and that's coming from our checking account. So I'm gonna plus 93, which equals $204.99. I'm going to take care of that right now. Let me just, yeah, I'm gonna make that payment first because those are our bills, and I know exactly where it's coming from, so I don't have to like do a lot of jumping through hoops to get these paid, you know, transferring money from one account to another account and then adding everything, and just one payment one time. We'll figure that out. We made a payment on the 20th for $204.99, and that takes care of the bills that we had outstanding. So I'll put a check mark next to this, the $25, and we have the $86.99. And quickly going back to week 1 of the month where I paid the cell phone bill for $93. So I have all check marks here, except for transportation. There are some expenses that weren't covered just yet. There were some food charges I didn't cover, I think, in the first week because I couldn't make all those payments. So, because I made so many payments already, and I forgot to come back and make payments. So let me see. In food, we have $241. I'm going to add up all of the outstanding food charges and see what we can pay today. So $331 for food from what day was that? The 7th. $3.31. Then $10.17 earlier in the month. What else do I have that's outstanding for food? $49.99. That was for baby formula. I remember that. Yeah, $63.47. I hope I did that right. I think so. Okay, and then coming back to this last week, we had $456 plus $47.97. Then that's it. Oh, no, $33.83. Right? Yeah, $33.83. Okay, so we're at $149.83. I'm going to pay, let's see, $149.83, and that was so far for the month all of the unpaid food expenses. So food, mark these as paid because I'm about to pay that $149.83 right now. That, and $49.99. That, right? Yeah, okay. So $149.83 from food. Let me pay that. Okay, that's our second payment for the day. Thanks for your payment. Your available credit typically updates within 1 to 2 business days. It usually does post the very next day. $149.83 paid. Just put a check mark there. And we have one more payment that we can make because Capital One allows you 3 payments in one day. And I'm paying mine from different accounts. That's why. Oh, but you know what? I can also do the cash rewards again this week. And how much did I say miscellaneous was $19.57? I can take care of those charges. Easy peasy. So let me go to my rewards. Again, I have $44.15 in cash rewards. And I'm going to redeem, I think there were 3 expenses last week. Did I count that right? You said Monopoly Go. That's 1, 2, and 3. Yeah, 3. So let's start with the charge that posted on the 13th for $3.26. I don't think I took care of that already. I'll go backwards because 1088 is at the top of the list here. So I'll redeem the cash rewards worth $10.88 right now. Confirm it and success. You redeemed your rewards to cover your purchase. Total credit to account $10.88. I'm trying to screenshot and make this video as smooth as I possibly can so the viewing is not hard. So I hope you are enjoying this video, if you're whether you're watching it to see what I'm doing, or you're watching it and you're also tracking your own expenses. I hope it's not too all over the place. Then we have what's the next one? The one before that one was $5.43 on Monopoly Go. So we're going to take care of that right now. So success. $5.43 credited. Then the last one, it was $3.26. So I'll go back and success. Good. Okay. So those credit rewards are covering with cash rewards don't count as a payment, right? So I'll move on to household has $33 in it, so we can't take it. Transportation has $31, and again, I have to close that budget. So I'll go ahead and figure that out. I promised last week that I was going to make the payments. Again, I forgot. Things were just really busy. Transportation has $31 in it. Again, I'm just going to look at what I can pay right now. I'm trying to get this down as fast as I can. And then when I close out my budget, I'll have more payments being made because this, well, no. I've already made the bill payments now. But anyway, I'm going to see how much money we transfer to like my transportation fund so we can make an additional payment before this week is out. So $15.65 is one. And I think that's, let me see, that might be the only one that can make from the last week that hasn't been paid yet. Not the last week, but the week before that. This is the only, no. 1, 2, and 3 charges are outstanding from last week. I can only make the $15.65 right now. So I am going to make that payment. And then let me look at this. That's too much. That's too much. That's too much. That I have to pay. I'm actually going to pay that this week. And that I have to pay back this week. Maybe I should go, I'm thinking I should go to household, but I can't because this has to be split between food and household, and I have to figure that out. And then my husband was supposed to send some money to the main account. So I have to figure that out. That's just a whole lot of, steps that have to be taken for that. That's too much for this video, but I am going to take care of it. So I'm just going to pay the $15.65 that's outstanding from May 10th, which you can't see. From May 10th, there's a lift charge for $15.65. I'm going to pay that right now. So this is the final payment for this session. I will be making more payments throughout this week because I check my finances every single day. Doesn't have to take 30 minutes, 40 minutes, sometimes 10 to 15 minutes, while you're having your coffee in the morning or your tea, and you just make sure, okay, did I pay this back? Did this hit my account? Is this bill taken care of? I don't know when I'll be able to share fully what's going on because I'm still trying to figure out, boom, thanks for your payment. Your payment's on time, covers the minimum due, of course. And so all but 2 charges from last week have been paid, and I will pay those. And then I have these from this week. I have to figure some things out. The giveaway stuff I have a separate account for. I'll be paying those, and I think that's it. So we just have transportation outstanding. Oh my gosh, $179.38 plus this $25 again is probably just coming from our bill money because that's a new expense. 67 plus 34. Okay, $305 for transportation. I'm just gonna write a note here, outstanding, because I have to take care of that. $305.38 from transportation cost, which will have to come from somewhere else, because even though I am going to be transferring money into transportation, I know it's not going to be $300. So we'll figure that part out. The rest of it is gifts and giveaway stuff. I can take care of those easily. Okay, so what's going to happen when I close out my paycheck budget, which you'll probably see before this one? Just a whole lot of stuff happening. I will have to make my debt payment, and that debt payment is basically charges from December of last year that we're taking care of bit by bit. So I'm going to work on that. The next video I need to record, the next thing I need to do is close out my budget by paycheck. I will do that and then share it with you hopefully today, Monday, May 20th. If you stick around, I appreciate you. And if you stuck it out through the end of this video, you are a true Mind Your Money fan. I love you. I appreciate you. I thank you for being here. I thank you for keeping me accountable and staying on top of your own money. So as always, you guys continue to mind your money, manage it well, and live your lives abundantly. Thank you so much for being here. Bye for now.